Kizomba friends, and welcome back to another episode of Kizomba Conversations. As always, I'm your host, Victor, and today we are back with some super guests joining us in the studio. We have the wonderful, the dynamic dance couple, Carlos and Anna, joining us today. Hello, Carlos.
Hey.
Hello, Anna. How are you both?
We're fine. How are you?
I am very well. Super excited to see you and have you on the podcast.
Thank you for inviting.
And looking forward to the conversation.
Yes, thank you for inviting us. We're happy to be here.
No worries. No, absolutely. Great. So you guys are in Finland, is that correct?
Yes.
For once.
For once. Exactly. Because you're always traveling, and we're going to be getting into that as well. So once you're at home.
Yes.
Okay. Fantastic. So, all right. So we're here to talk about Kizomba, here to talk about you and spread the joy of Kizomba to as many people as we can. And we really want to hear about your story. So before we get into Kizomba, though, obviously, as we do on our podcast, we want to find out just a bit about who you are before Kizomba, if you can tell us that. So going to introduce you both to us. So I'm going to start with Carlos, if that's okay. I know it's usually ladies first, but we'll mix it up today. So Carlos, tell us the people listening, people watching, who is Carlos? Bit of background.
Yeah. Begin again one more time. My name is Carlos, like you guys know already. That's Carlos. We call that Carlos Camba, like my artist name. Carlos, original from Angola, living in Finland more than 10 years. I didn't say the exact number, how long I lived in Finland, but just more than 10 years. Yeah, so all my life was in Angola, one of the most popular party in Angola. I mean, in Rwanda, it was calling. I born in Samizanga, but I grew up in Brenda.
Those who know Angola don't mess with Carlos.
Yeah,
He's from Zambizang.
yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like that.
And then I grew up in Brenda. I think that I'm from Brenda. Yeah, Brenda. It's my house. So then, I was studying in Angola, like when I was more younger. So then I moved to Finland, just continue do my life in Finland. So now I'm still here in Finland. Here I have almost my like half life in Finland, half life in Angola. Like, I'm both now. I'm Angola and Finnish. Like, I know how to be Angola. I know how to be from Finland.
So you can switch it up. So you are from the birthplace of Kizomba, Carlos, and we're going to talk about that in more depth. Definitely. But, how often do you go back to Angola?
Actually, I go to Angola too. So if I get chance to go 3 times in years, I go 3. But normal minimum, I go 2 times.
A year.
Every year. Yeah.
Exactly.
A year.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so you're connected there. All right, fantastic. Thank you, Carlos. So over to the lovely Anna. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah. So I'm Anna. I'm Finnish, but actually I am half Italian. So my dad is Italian, my mom is Finnish, but I always lived in Finland. So if I have to say one country, I will say I'm from Finland.
From Finland,
yeah. I'm from a very boring neighborhood. Nothing going on. So very different from Carlos.
Very different.
Yeah, but yeah, before Kizomba, I used to dance solo dances, and then I migrated to Kizomba. So that's about it.
Fantastic. Well, your boring town, you've escaped that, and you're all around the world. It's not boring anymore.
No, I'm actually from the capital city in Finland, so nothing special.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, fantastic. Yeah. And great. Listen, great to hear that background. So just Anna, so you come into Kizomba when 2017, is that correct? Roughly around that time?
Yes, 2017. Yeah.
Yeah. So what was it about Kizomba that captivated you then? What got you?
The music. I had never heard the word Kizomba before. I went to try salsa, and it didn't really connect the music. I wasn't really feeling it. So then I just saw on the schedule, I saw Kizomba. I was like, okay, what is that? And when I walked in and I heard the music, I was lucky to go. I mean, well, lucky for me to go to a real Kizomba class, not like fusion or something else. So I immediately fell in love with the music, and I was like, okay, because I really need the music to be able to dance to that. So that's what kept me there.
So always the music, isn't it? It just hits you like a train, and then you get on it, and you don't really stop or come off. But 100%, I'm totally with you. And Carlos, obviously, Kizomba in Angola is in the roots. It's there. So how was it growing up with Kizomba? From then to now, how has it been for you?
Like like most Angolan in Angola, they dance. That's like family dance.
Mhm.
Of course, but then when I was in Finland, when I was moved to Finland, I was just live here, and then I get people invited to. So someone was inviting me to go to to go to the class. Then the same person, that one lady from Finland, that's what the lady was pushed me to go to Kizomba. She was fun things that I'm Angola, but who was pushed me to go to Kizomba, and then I start like working. Kizomba was one lady from Finland, and then from there I was continuing to all the life in Kizomba. I decided to go to Angola and to take all the classes in Angola, take many different courses with different teachers. Then then I just was start to improve my my all the information about my dance and everything. I was just get from Angola during the time I was all the time going to Angola and try to learn something from there.
Okay.
Until now, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah. So you had a lot of teaching then in Angola from a lot of different teachers,
Yeah.
yeah? All right. So I mean, I probably won't know any of the names that you got taught from, but who were some of the people that you got taught from, and what did they teach you to be to where you are now? Because obviously you're a great dancer now.
Yeah, actually, it's good that I used to say, oh, I like to say the people name that because it's that people who, like I say, they are part of my
Journey.
yet. So the first I would like to say the lady who was pushed me to go to Kizomba is one lady from Finland, Finnish lady. The name is she's her name is Kirsi. That was the first person who pushed me to go to Kizomba and then to start working on Kizomba.
Teaching.
And this was the first person. So the second one was I think one of the more popular in Angola, also here in Europe. One guy was both here, like both. He was sorry, he was one of the first winner in Angola. He called us Dilson Rosario. He was my first I say the first one teachers in Angola was him. Yeah.
Okay.
Then I will start have a class with many different teachers in Angola. Like I can say guys like I remember well. It was one guy I love so much. It's called Celso de Oliveira. Actually, he don't dance anymore. And then I had Tibobo. Um, who- I had many. That's just these three. There was that guys. They was working more with me, like
The foundation.
yeah, a lot. We worked like a lot together, of course. But then I had a class with many different teachers, like private class, just to improve a little bit more. And then I say when I was in Angola during this time, I was trying to learn more Kizomba. My life was only going to the class morning, and then I go into the class on the like night time, two times a day, like training like crazy. Like if you guys see me one day, I just want one day I'm gonna post my video, like all the video, like I was dancing Kizomba like from 2000 I think 16 or 17.
It's not the same person.
Yeah, yeah,
You've
A
evolved,
lot.
right?
yeah,
Changed.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But the thing is, that's what it's about, right? It's about that kind of practice, and I'm sure you practice the foundations to so many times to get to where you are. We always talk about the foundations and stuff, and some of the people that you mentioned, I don't know their names. I'm sure some of the people listening won't know their names, but are they still teaching now? And, do you go back to them? Do you see them?
Yes, they still, some of them. One is still teaching now, but here in Europe. Now it's a Dilson. Dilson continue here in Europe teach. But the guys in Angola, I say that Tibobo and Dil and Celso de Oliveira, no, that's two. These two guys, no, they don't teach anymore. Yeah, just Tibobo sometimes going dance that he have a different job now. They are different way.
But nowadays, if we go to Angola, we take privates with, everyone from grandpa to young boys, like we want to have different styles and different, exposure to different type of stuff.
But they are,
Yeah.
I would say just 3 person that I would say that from Angola, and then I would say this lady is from Finland, but they have more people. I didn't mention here on the conversation, but I have a lot of people who was involved in my Kizomba, like from beginning.
And that's great to hear. And it's great to hear that you go back and you still learn from other people, all these different
Of
people,
course.
because it's all about learning,
Of course,
isn't it?
as a teacher,
Yeah,
especially, you have to keep learning all the time. You cannot just think that you're ready and you don't have to learn anything anymore.
Yeah, no, I love it. That's music to my ears. Keep going. So that's really, really
But
great and really
I
interesting.
used to say some of my teacher now, hey guys, you guys, they are all my teachers many years ago. But sorry to say that, but now I am better than every one of you guys. Yeah, and
So you're better than everybody
yes,
that taught you, right?
guys, I'm better
Well,
than everyone that you guys teach me that now, please don't play with me anymore. If you want,
wow.
like
Okay.
I can give to you now. So then you don't need to pay. It's free. Of course, I pay for you to give to me, but now I'm a different person now. I like
Wow.
Cristiano
Well,
Ronaldo. I like to work hard. If I concentrate something, if I say that I'm gonna do it, I'll just concentrate on the things, and I try to do always my best.
Well, that's the only way to success, isn't it? You have to keep putting in the hours and all that. So look, Carlos, I'm not going to argue with you on that. I believe you when you say that, right?
But it's going to be just joking. They know that I'm joking.
They don't know
Yeah, I joke. I'm joking.
So,
Yeah.
however, I do want to say that, I think I think maybe you've had this conversation before, but I mentioned to you that there was one lady over here who actually is a teacher, and she actually was our first episode of our Kizomba Conversations. She's called Shaina Kalia, and she mentioned you as a great dancer. She said she saw you at a festival, and she's a teacher, but she saw you at a festival. You danced with her, and she said, she came away. She said she was educated. She got a lot to learn. So I think what you're saying is completely correct.
I think that's a great way to see it, because sometimes people get discouraged. They're like, Anna, how can you dance with Carlos? I felt it was so difficult for me. But then when you take it this way, that, I felt that it was difficult, it means that I need to learn more. I think that's like a better attitude than thinking that, it was too hard for me or something. It means that you have, more things to look forward to and more things to work on. I think it's a positive thing.
Absolutely. So, Carlos, you asked. So, if you watch episode 1, you will see her. Shaina Kalia is her name. Yeah. You naughty people. You haven't watched episode 1. I'm joking. It's so.
Sorry.
I'm joking. So, Anna, how about you? Anna? How was your teaching, evolution? Where did that start?
Yeah, like I said, I just stumbled upon Kizomba, not looking for it. And I actually, like, after maybe 6 months of learning, I met Carlos, and then I started learning from him. So I got like straight to the source, and then already like within 1 year from starting, I went to Angola for the first time, and that's the real the real test, because you think like, when you start, the evolution is like, I know something already. But then I went to Angola and I was like, okay, I know nothing, like absolutely nothing, because like everybody has a different style. Like everybody is dancing Kizomba, but everyone has their unique style, their own interpretation, their own musicality, their own creativity. And that is something like very unpredictable in Angola. In Europe, it's more uniform. But in Angola, it's like very unpredictable. Like you never know what's coming when you dance with someone. So that was really like I had a good foundation, and then that was really like, okay, this is where it actually only just starts from. So then I kept
Yeah.
going back. I also go twice a year now. I've been 10 times already. So it's yeah, so it's a lot of learning every time I go.
So for somebody who hasn't been to
Mhm.
Angola and they've been dancing over in Europe for a number of times, well, for many years or so, and they're going to go to Angola, they're going to dance with people. What's the main difference, and how should they approach
Yeah, the
it?
predictability, actually, I would say. Because in Europe, you know more or less what you're getting. But like I said, in Angola, you like some of the moves that the leaders do, you've never seen it before because they just come up with that stuff, you know. They breathe it, they eat it, they live it 24/7. So the creativity is on another level. I feel like in Europe, maybe people are a little bit afraid of, uh, or maybe we're not on that level to get to the creativity yet, because you have to first know the rules to be able to break the rules, you know?
Yeah. So if I'm going to Angola, should I be scared?
No, you should be excited. You should be excited.
Okay. Should be
Yeah.
excited. All right. Don't wanna... Okay, cool. I try to get over my fear. Absolutely.
And you're a leader, so you're the one who decides what you're gonna do. So it's a little bit different scenario for leaders
Okay.
and for
Okay.
followers. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We try. We try. Okay. So I think you said it, but I'm just very interested in how you both met. So how you both met and decided to become dance partners. What's the story behind that?
Yeah, we actually met in Kizomba. There was someone from Angola was performing like a singer or something. There was a party, and we met there. And then I went to Carlos's classes, and so at that time Carlos had another partner, this lady who invited him to start teaching Kizomba in Finland. But then she moved to Portugal. So then there was kind of like this void. So Carlos didn't have a partner anymore and he had a booking. So then I kind of stepped up and, just took the spot and went
Like for
went by force.
Okay.
And went, you can see how excited
Well,
Carlos is about that.
well, Carlos, what was it about Anna? So because you can't just, well, excuse me if I'm wrong, but you can't just choose anybody, right? So what was it about Anna that you say, okay, right, yep, she's ready. What did she have?
actually, it was because the first when she wanted to jump to the class, she was having class with me. I mean, she was going to the class. I was teaching this time alone, and for some point, I was having booking like somewhere, and then she was on the same festival on that side. She was, and then and one couple.
No, but first one was in Finland.
Yeah,
Remember that just the performance thing. That
yeah,
was actually the first one.
yeah. That was the first one, but I mean, just considered more that the one that was we were doing. We was in Holland, and then I was needing someone to to preparing the class and then to do everything, no, and actually just asked straight away to Anna that can we do together, and then we was preparing the class, and then that class was okay. That was good, but it was okay. I just thought it was okay, and then from there, then we was keeping going, like do it more and more and more. And now we are here. Or is that we are already now 6 years?
Yeah. But I have to say that I was not ready back then. But you have to start somewhere, and you don't always like if you always wait until you're ready, you're never gonna start. So yeah, so if you look at me now how I teach, and back then I wasn't really teaching. Back then I was just someone that Carlos shows with. But now, like nowadays, I actually teach and I actually have input in the and knowledge and so
Yeah.
that's the growth as well.
But I like her more like when she didn't know well before than right now. Because
Then I didn't have opinion.
because now it's like me, I say, oh, we did this, and then yeah, okay, let's go. But now I say like, no, 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 we, I say no, we go, no, 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 you know. To the end,
Talking
yeah,
too much,
exactly.
huh?
To the end, she said, oh, you was right. That's right. Yeah.
No, but you both make a really, so when I see you on Instagram or on YouTube do it dancing, really nice, and it's
Thank
going to
you.
be great for people, I think, to learn from you. And Anna, it's great to see someone who's humble to say that they weren't ready, and someone saying that this teacher, when they come away from Carlos, that's how they should be thinking. That's the kind of mindset for growth, and I like that. So that's amazing. That's fantastic. So in terms of your dancing, teaching and philosophy, both of you together, when people come to you and they learn from you, what's your philosophy? What are you trying to convey to them when you're teaching?
Well, first, solid basic, like solid fundamentals. Yeah, I like to rather call it fundamentals than basics, because basics seems like you just stay on basics and you never evolve. So, solid fundamentals, and then little by little adding creativity. So, style and creativity is something that we really want to emphasize.
And then I used to say to people that remind that we are all the same.
Mm.
We are all the same. Sometimes people say that, no, I need more time that to learn this. This is difficult. That
Or no, I can't. Or
so when you start straight away say that this is difficult, you make like you put in your mind that it's difficult and you cannot do it. So if you look at to Carlos or whatever some another one, you say, okay, if the Carlos do it, so of course I can do also. Then it's going to be more easy to you to keep doing the same thing. Just need to be more positive. Sometimes I feel that the guys they are not positive. They just see that I do one step, I show one step, then no, 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 no. That's not for me. That's very difficult for me. So come on.
hard work beats talent when talent is lazy.
And I was
Amen.
Mm.
and then in Australia I learned something like people it's
Assertiveness.
assertiveness, yes.
A new word that he learned.
This is the most I like to say now in English that when I talk to someone that in the class, hey guys, you need to be more assertive in it.
You need to be more assertive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's linked to confidence, isn't it? Being assertive, confidence, and just have your presence and believe in yourself,
Exactly.
isn't it? I think that, so what you're saying, Carlos, I mean, I fall victim to that. Sometimes I go to classes and I think that, oh my God, I can't do this. I'm going to be the slowest one in class and that. But I guess it's just trying to get past that and practice and just be assertive, like you say. So, yeah.
And one good thing is that I
100%.
used to say also to people that remember that you are the one paid for the class. And this is just hobby. Like, you do it. Like, relax. You just do something like for fun. Just relax. You don't need to stress like someone working. The only one working here is me, Carlos, and Anna. We need to stress if something doesn't go well. And you just need to relax. You do it. Don't need to concentrate a lot. This you think that's gonna be more easy for you. But it's difficult, of course, sometimes.
Yeah, it is sometimes. But so basically what you're saying is true. And yeah, you're totally right. So I'm going to have that mindset more. And then I'm going to get so good, I'm going to be better than Carlos
That's the goal.
in my dreams. But I'll try it. Okay, cool. So, Anna, you danced other dances before Kizomba. So, what is it about Kizomba you think is so different basically what captivates you about Kizomba compared to the other dances? What makes it different to you? Do you think?
Well, actually, I had never danced couple dances before. I had only done solo dances, so that's why I wanted to try something different, and I wanted to try couple dances. And it's just nothing. It was just the music, like I said before. It was just the music that caught me because I really need that connection from the music. I cannot dance to something that I don't feel like if I don't feel the music. So it was just that basically. And I have to say that in salsa, for example, it was just so much spinning for me that I felt I had like a crisis. I was like, I thought I'm a good dancer and I learned fast, but I feel like I'm gonna fall. Like this spinning is not like yeah, I felt dizzy, and then in Kizomba I didn't have to do that. So it was like, okay, this is more pleasant for me.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But
Definitely not as much spinning in
yeah.
Kizomba, so 100%. Okay, cool. Cool. So, Carlos, a question for you then. So, obviously, Kizomba is Angolan. We all know that. So, I want to find out, and you said that you go back quite often. So, Kizomba is just blown up. It's just got big and big, and it keeps getting big. So, how do Angolans feel about this change or this rise in popularity of their dance, and how are they feeling about it, and how are they thinking, how are they seeing it change, what are their thoughts?
The one I know that every Angola, they are so happy when see people dancing Kizomba. I don't know if they have any Angolan. I don't know. Probably they have some of, but I think race people, and that they don't like to see when people dancing Kizomba with love. And then also we can prove that. So like people, like I mean, tourist people when they go to Angola, they are very welcome to
Mm.
any Angolan. If they see people, if when they see that European people dancing Kizomba in Angola, everyone look like, oh, so beautiful, and they give you like motivation. It's not. I think I think in Angola people give you more motivation than in Europe. If you just compare that the Europe in Angola, so when you are here, people they don't give you a motivation the same way like when you go to Angola. So I can just say that we are so happy to see that everyone now is very impressed about the Kizomba. And
That's really great. So that's great. So there's no like negativity or anything about
Oh,
it at all
no,
that you
nothing.
and
see.
also of course, like I say, probably they have a people they are a little bit jealous. Like that's a normal.
Well, I've never seen that.
Yeah, like I said, probably
Could
they
be.
have someone, but for no reason, you know. And then, but to be honest, if you put like 20 people, I think 19 they will say yes. We are so happy to see that everyone now is more interested dancing Kizomba, and then we are so happy to see that people they are so interested to visit Angola to know a little bit more about Kizomba. That's the more thing that we can just be happy.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's great to hear, because well, I love it, so many people love it, and like I said, we want to spread it to as many people as we can. So what about, okay, you can't have Kizomba without Semba. So yeah, I'm not going to ask you which you prefer, but can you tell us about how important Semba is, and the link between Kizomba and Semba, Carlos? Are you able to explain to us that?
I think I can say, in my opinion, that honestly, that Kizomba now it's become a more commercial, like commercial. I think that in Angola, people, all outside from Angola, like as Angolan, I mean, I think people feeling more in love with Semba, like from the heart. Like if you feel like, okay, this is it's Semba. My opinion. Probably someone can have a
Yeah.
different opinion about that. So Kizomba, I think it's more that people feeling that because they see that everyone now is interested about the Kizomba, then they wanna show it. Hey, I'm from Angola. This is Kizomba come from Angola. But if you ask him like straight away, hey, come on, tell me the truth, which one you love more? They will say probably Semba. But when I mean Semba, is that I mean Semba, the music, like it's not just the Semba, the crazy thing that we see that sometimes people doing like crazy stuff when they dance Semba. I mean the music.
Social something.
Yeah, many times we have a many music, Semba music that we don't understand, like myself also, but we feeling this music like we understand 100%. Like also, she have a history about one Semba music, and then she loves so much the music. But one day she figured out that the everything the music was say,
And it was just
but
that it was just talking about someone getting killed like very violently and something, and I've been like super
Okay.
happy to that song.
yeah.
Okay, to dance to it. Okay, right. Okay,
But
okay.
it's the music. It's just the music. What the Semba music bring it. I don't know, but it's Semba's different thing. That Semba just make like loving, like you.
I can feel it as a follower actually. When I dance with Angolans, when a certain type of Semba song, and like he said, I don't mean the crazy ones, but I mean like those more sentimental type of Semba songs, I can feel their dance change. It's like all the musicality comes out, and somehow like the feeling, just the whole energy changes. I can actually, and it's something that even if you don't know that this is an Angolan that you're dancing with, sometimes some small shift like that, it can be like, oh, you're Angolan because you felt this Semba song like that. Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow. Yeah. Okay. No. Okay. Interesting. And if you were to, so if somebody doesn't know the difference, so I'm sure there'll be people listening or watching that don't know the difference between Semba and Kizomba. Are you able just to articulate what the difference is, if there is any?
You mean in the dance or in the music?
Yeah, in the
In
in
the
the
dance.
dance.
Well, more than concentrating on genres, you should concentrate on the energy, because there are slow Semba songs that are slower than some Kizomba songs. A Kizomba song can be more energetic and faster than a Semba song, or the other way around. So it's not always, people always think Semba is fast and more energetic, but that's not always the truth. So I think, and also because music is not like this is Kizomba and this is Semba and there's a wall between it. It's art. So it's like there is also fusion inside of it, and sometimes elements from Kizomba or from Semba can be or some other styles can be implemented in the music. So that also affects the way that you're dancing. So it's not like a strict wall or a strict line, written in the sand. It's more, you know.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It kind of
So
blends,
I
right?
think
So
energy is my
okay.
answer is energy. Like you have to change your energy when you dance based on what type of song it is rather than which genre it is.
Yeah. No, and that totally makes sense.
Carlos,
Totally makes sense.
what do you say?
Oh yes, Carlos, what do you say?
You're speechless.
It's that's true. Also, it's the energy is something that also it's clear. I think it's the number one thing. The energy that changes us complete. That if you dance as Kizomba music, of course we know that Kizomba music is there. We have a both, like a little bit more fast Kizomba music and a little bit more slowly. But we have a more slow Kizomba music than Semba. And also, and from there you can see sometimes it's easy, like my opinion, that easy to see that okay, now it's Kizomba music, it's coming, that the energy come a little bit more like down, and it's more the energy, that's the I can say.
And would you agree? So because obviously, Carlos, you're born in Angola. This is your dance. So would you agree that Semba and Kizomba, when they're danced, they are the same steps, or would you not agree with that?
I agree.
Of course, there are
You
some
agree?
like you don't do basic one in Semba, but other than that, yeah, same stuff. Different energy, different attitude.
I agree, and then I would say also again, like I say, if one day everyone will sit on the table, like everyone on this world, then we say, hey guys, let's stop keeping all Kizomba, let's call it all Semba, because it's the same, you know. But 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 commerce is a commerce, and like if you see that sometimes also the music, if they have a lot of music, Kizomba music, or we think that it's a Kizomba music, and then you say that it's a Kizomba. Then you go to ask it for the guy who make the music. He say, no, that's what Semba music. The same thing that we are thinking, oh, this is Semba music. Then you go to the guy, ask, hey, what is music? Is it? He say that, no, this is the Kizomba music. You know, this happened many times.
But you don't change your steps because of that.
Exactly. And also
Yeah.
that
No.
as like let's say as dancer, also like a professional dance, we anyway. Yeah.
No, it's cool. I was listening, yeah. But I get it. So just want to tell you something. So we did a workshop. Well, I attended a workshop with some friends some time ago, and we were doing this thing where we had different stations. So what I mean by that is the DJ will play a song, and the idea was you go to the station in terms of what you think that song is. So is this Semba? Is this Kizomba? Yeah. So they played the song, and you had to rush over. You had to rush over to which one you thought, and it was tough. People couldn't always get the clear Kizomba or the Semba. But so it's just interesting listening to what you're saying. And I think now that you kind of mentioned about the energy, you can, and obviously there's instruments and there's all this other stuff, but just interesting to find out. So
sometimes even the person who made the music doesn't know. Sometimes they're like, well, I mixed a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So it's not, like I said, it's not like boxes that you have to fit in,
Yeah. And I think that's great. Again, it comes back to feeling, doesn't it? So yeah, just feel the music as we always say. So, okay, cool. And I always like to ask this question to teachers, because obviously dancing, you have a leader and you have a follower. So I just wanted to get your opinions or your thoughts or your advice on these two elements. So Carlos, could you give us some tips, advice for people who want to become better leaders, please?
Go to Carlos class.
That's it, right?
That's one example. And then
just come to you to be the master.
And then he can get more private class with Carlos. And
okay, all right.
And then
that's it.
All right.
Okay. What about technicality parts? Anything you can give us around
now we go to the technical parts. So actually we say that Kizomba and Semba, we use everything like the right hands.
It's not showing.
Right hand.
Okay, I can see. Yeah.
Leading everything that I can say that we can dance without our left hand, but we cannot dance without our right hand. If we want leading, if we want that our partner or whatever the person that you are dancing understand everything that you are trying to do, you need your right hand. And this is the thing that we know that sometimes we have people who are afraid to use their right hand to leading, or to do all the movements with the hand, because the leading comes from this hand. If you don't use your right hand to leading the follow, she will never understand. She will always going to stop. You're going to try to do something, then she will stop. So then you guys cannot dance. You guys going to dance, fight on the dance floor. You try to do something, then she say that, no, I don't get what you are trying to do. Then you say that, no, I did well. But of course, it's communicate. We can dance like in 20 minutes without talk anything, but our communicate can come from the right hand, because I will give all the information from my right hand.
And the body. Yeah.
Okay, so the right hand controls everything, basically, in the dance. Yeah. Okay, no, great. And again, some people may know this, some people may not know this, but it's great just to educate them. So even if they don't understand that, they're coming away with something that they can start to practice. So, no, thank you. Thank you. And obviously, yes, your privates as well. Yes,
but well, no, that is a funny thing that like words that like people always just try to change everything. That I will say that right hand, but can be possible someone comment and say no. Also my left hand. I didn't say that left hand you cannot use it. I mean that the right hand is
It's the most important. Yeah. Of course, there in Angola, there's this guy who dances with what are those when you break your leg and you need those two things in your armpit? What are they called?
Oh, crutches.
Yeah. So
Crutches, yeah.
he has one leg and he uses crutches and he dances. So he doesn't even use the hand. But when we're like teaching people, that's what we say that is the most important thing in the leading. So that's the point.
I need to say the name of this guy.
Yeah, he's amazing.
My friend.
He's amazing.
I don't say just the name because he's my friend. If you guys go into my Instagram, you can see in my Instagram that
Videos.
I have a two video of him. Is the guy called Gato Viola. But this guy.
Say it one more time, a bit louder, please, Carlos, because you're a bit low. Say it one more time.
Viola. Yeah.
Okay.
Gato Viola. Yeah, his name. Gato Viola. So
Okay, so
this guy is amazing. That you guys, if you guys go into my Instagram, you will see you find just the name Gato Viola. You will see that I have a 3 video, I think 3 or 2 video from him in my Instagram. He's amazing, amazing guy.
Okay, we will check him out. So thank you, Carlos. Right hand.
Right in the left. Right in the left.
Right hand.
Exactly. So Anna, advice then, please, for followers.
Oh, I should have thought about this when you were talking about the leader.
Oh, worries.
Well, this is gonna be boring, but I'm gonna just say if we have to name just one thing, it's about the stopping. Cause like you just have to keep going. Cause if you keep stopping, if you're insecure, so okay, don't be afraid of making mistakes. Because when you're afraid of making mistakes, that is what makes you hesitate, and that is what makes you heavy as a follower. So when you're not afraid of making mistakes and you're not hesitating, that means you're just walking freely, and that makes you light follow. Because the leader doesn't need to use force to make you move. So yeah.
So when you say stopping, because obviously the leader's in charge and they're moving you, but so you mean if the follower just stops by themselves, is that what you mean?
I mean, like when you're like, let's say you're walking just normally in the street, but you're all the time hesitating to take the next step. Like you're not walking freely. Like there's a little bit of like hesitation and you're stopping before you take your next step. That's what I mean. Because the leader can feel it, and then they need to like pull you with force to make you walk smoothly,
It's happened many times that if I dance with someone, if she doesn't get the step, then she will stop. Like
like what was I supposed to do? Yeah. But don't worry about what you were supposed to do, because it's social dance. It's not supposed to be perfect, so it doesn't matter if you make mistakes. And making one mistake is 1 second, but if you're hesitating, you're gonna be heavy for the whole 4 or 5 minutes that the song is. But when you make one mistake, that's 1 second, so it doesn't matter.
But don't make too much mistake. And then it was sometimes like people when they dance that keeping walk, like if we walk, then it should stop. And for sometimes they follow stop, and stop and look at your face. Hey, what was it?
Like
like it's like kill all the dance. Because if you just keep going, if you get some mistake, and then if you doesn't stop, then you give me a chance to try
change it
or do something different, But if you stop, you force me also to stop. Then we stop all together. We stop again, and then we continue again from begin.
So it kills the flow, and it just like kills the dance.
Yeah. No. Okay. Listen, great knowledge. And just one more question for you, Anna. It's because I hear this before. It's about being light. And, some of the followers or the ladies need to be light. So what can you say to them to make them or get them to be a little bit lighter?
Well, it's the thing that you keep stepping, you're not hesitating, but also pay attention to your frame, because we always talk about the leader's frame, but followers also, you can make yourself heavy by, for example, resting your arms on the leader. Like you're supposed to carry yourself and keep your own posture. You're not supposed to like be heavy on the leader's upper body, because that will also make it, sorry.
That was a little bit aggressive. Sorry, guys. So that was a little bit aggressive to me, and then it just was explanation.
Yeah. So both hands, because the leader is holding your other hand up. So it doesn't mean that he's holding it and you're just like, it's, he's like holding it up. You actually hold it yourself. So the leader is not like holding it for you. And the other hand as well, it's not resting on the leader with weight.
Sorry,
You just,
second time. Sorry.
you just, there's a like light connection, but you don't put weights on the leader. So that's actually one thing that I noticed as a female follower, because obviously biologically I don't have the same strength that Carlos, for example, does. So I feel it even more, that if the follower is like resting their arms weights on me, it feels very heavy for me as a leader. So that's why I think the upper body and the hands is something that followers oftentimes forget to pay attention to. They only think about the steps and they forget that they should also carry themselves like from the upper body.
Yeah, no, great. Listen, thank you. Great. And we hope that we are educating people just on some basics.
Yeah.
So that's fantastic. That's fantastic. So, all right. I want to talk to you too about, hope I'm saying this correctly. Kizomba, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kizomba Festival and Trips. So this is something that you both do together. Okay, yeah. So we can all see that. Rwanda Kizomba Festival. Beautiful, beautiful. So this is something that you both do together. You're organizing trips. So talk to us a bit about how this came about and what we can expect at one of these festivals.
Well, Carlos started it in 2017. So he just started bringing Kizomba tourists to Angola. He was actually, I think he was the first.
I don't like too much to say about that. The first one, but
okay. But anyway, he started in 2017.
It was started like many years ago.
Yeah.
And then, of course, but actually, also I need to say, I'm happy that now we have many people do the same work.
It's really good.
Because competition. It's right. I say competition. Bring a quality.
Better quality. And also it gives the dancers more work opportunities. It gives more exposure. It gives them income. It's good for the country, like tourism. Everything.
Because when I start doing like during the time I did the first one and the second one, no one was doing the same. It was only me. And this time I was working with someone, and then the lady was pushed me to go to Kizomba. I was working with her during this time. But on this time, we had only people from Finland, of course. And of course, we had, for the first trip, we had one person from outside from Finland. Then the second trip also, we had people from, actually was having people from UK. And then, was continuing, going, every trip that we get more people from different places, from Australia, all this way. So then when people will start coming doing the same thing, then I was feeling that okay, now this is now.
That's when it started to grow. Yeah,
change a little bit, give a little bit more quality. I don't mean that before we didn't give you quality to give, but when you have a position that you need to give a little bit more. So
growth.
That's why we now here try to give always that better quality for our customer. We are not perfect, but we fighting to get as perfect person. That's the point.
So what did you hope to do, Carlos? Did you want to bring people to Angola to experience it? Was that the vision when you first started to organize it? Is that what it was?
Exactly was that, because I remember that was one lady, I never tell her this, But one day I need to tell this lady. I still remember the lady like until today. And then she was one student, and she told me that, Carl, but I have a question. You guys teach Kizomba, and then have you guys think one day to bring people to Angola? Then I say, oh,
Good idea.
good idea. But of course, I'm smart. I didn't tell her that that's a good idea. I just if I say yeah, probably one day, but I was feeling that oh, she give me a good idea. You know, you cannot show her like straight away like yo, you give me the best idea. Maybe perhaps she will say, hey, Carl, now
Oh, give me half of the
you
money.
to pay half of this, you know. So then I just take the idea, and then I was sit, and then I was planning with the person was working with me. We did the first, we did the second, you know. Thing was going back well. Now we are here.
Yeah, this December was a 10th trip for
10th
Carlos.
trip.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're doing it, you know, quite a
Yeah.
lot. So lots of experience then.
It means
And-
that we can stay like 2 years without doing trip, but the people still can make it like 2 years, but they cannot come close to us because we haven't done many trips, you know. Like
Yeah. Well, just on that point, right? So just on that point, there are a lot of more trips to Angola now. So, you know, what's the key then to what's the key ingredients to making the trip a success? What happens in your festivals?
For us, the main thing is the dancing, because we feel like what we have learned from our customers in the past, that is what they come there to do. So we concentrate on that a lot. Of course, we do have sightseeing and, you know, like you have to, stuff that you have to see and have to experience when you're in Angola, cultural stuff, the food, the local food, you know, a lot of local stuff. But we know that the people, and I think that people also know that we concentrate on the dancing, that in our trip, they will get a lot of dancing. So that's what I don't know what other people, other organizers' emphasis is on, because I haven't been to their trips. But I can only speak for myself that we really concentrate on the dancing part to give the tourists like dancing vacation that they will never forget.
but again, just to
Well, that's
clarify that
great.
what Anna was saying, we concentrate a lot. It's not only the thing that we do it. We have a more stuff also, like cultural thing that we do it, many different things. But the main point of the trip, that number one, it's that
Learning and
learn dancing. That's because I think that people want to go to Angola. The first thing, if someone now decide to go to Angola because of the Kizomba, they don't want to go to just to see our president. That's when you know they want to go to see like real Kizomba in Angola.
to learn straight from the source, like learn from the actual dancers that are making the culture there at this very moment and evolving it, you know, like yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So for someone, right, who's attending their first Kizomba festival, you know, what tips or advice would you give to them?
Do you mean
Someone like me who's scared to dance with the locals. What are
you
you
mean
gonna
a
say?
trip to Angola?
Yeah, and Angola, your festival. Yeah, Angola and your
Because
festival.
the festival is a little bit like misleading, because it's 10 days of, you know, visiting Angola and seeing everything and doing everything. So
Okay.
it's not
Yeah.
like exactly the same type of thing that you would associate with the word festival here in Europe. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why. But what was the question again?
So basically, okay, if that's the case, then any tips you can give to somebody attending Angola to improve their dance?
Just come with an open mind. So
yeah.
Don't expect it to be the same that what you're used to. Be like, keep an open mind to be very receptive. Like you go there to to receive a lot of information and to learn about new culture, to learn about different ways of doing stuff and different teaching methods, different way of learning, you know. So just I think you have to keep an open mind because that's the main thing.
Okay, great. And you come back a better dancer, or definitely enlightened.
Yes, exactly.
I think.
But we also, we don't like to. I don't say now we. I cannot say me. Now I can say myself. I don't like to say that you come better dancer, because it's about your motivation. It's about your
Effort.
Yeah, because also we have a guys, as we have a leaders going to Angola, then when they see people with a good level, they don't want dance.
They might get a little bit like scared or you know, feel like they cannot, you know, dance there because they're not on that level. But that's a
And this is one that I can say, this is one thing that I can say to myself. I have good things myself. Wherever, if when I meet someone, like people from UK, people from America, and people from Australia, I know that they are like people who
only English speaking country.
Yeah, because I'm talking about the English. So when I meet these people that the original language is English, I know that they speak perfect English. You know, but I don't care. I say, no, I'm gonna try. This is not my language. You know, I just try to communicate. The most important thing that to show them that I'm trying to do. I'm not scared to talk with them, you know. And this way, when I'm trying to do, I'm proof that I'm trying to show to him that I want to try. Whatever, if I don't know, if I don't do well, but I'm trying. And he can understand that I'm trying to do my best to make him understand what I'm trying to do. That's the point.
So you mean like that's the same type of like attitude when you come to Angola? Like you don't have to be same as someone else, but you come there to learn and to better yourself, you know?
Yeah. No, great. I just think that, so the reason why I'm asking you so much is because I think that a lot of more people are going to these trips in Angola. So I really want people listening to just to understand what, you know, what could potentially happen when they go over there, the mindset, and you guys are talking about that. So that's great. That's fantastic. All right, then. So in terms of Kizomba, you know, growth and the culture, Carlos, how do you think Kizomba has evolved both in the dance and the music, you know, over the years? How do you think it's evolved?
I think like over the years, if it's say that 1 to 100, it's involved like 18.5% in my life. All the years, like, because it's that I working with that. Also that
No, he means in general in the world, not in your life. But in general, like how is Kizomba as a dance or as music evolved during the, like, throughout the years? That's a hard.
You can talk about your life as well if that's fine. But yeah, that was the question.
I talk about my life. You know, that's why I was straight away just.
That's why you're here.
Life. And this is a good thing. So I need to say this is a good thing because I'm talking about me, myself. You know, this is the best thing. I'm not talking about someone more. It's like, you know.
But you know what, Carl? It's great. You can answer it that way or the original way. It doesn't matter.
By the way, it's if I say about my life, it's involved like a lot, because you know, like you know, we travel a lot. We travel almost like every week. Then we have classes in Finland. When we are in Finland, then we have the trip that we organize. You know, it's many things that whatever. If I don't want, when I go to my Facebook, it's Kizomba come out. If I go somewhere in WhatsApp, it's something about the Kizomba. Whatever. If you don't want, but every time, like in 10 minutes or 5 minutes, you will get some information about the Kizomba. You know, it's involved like a lot in my life.
Yeah. Fantastic. And it's something that's going to stay, never go away, right? So it's a beautiful thing.
You can say now about
Okay.
general. I just say my life. Now you can say about like general.
Well, I mean, of course, it's taken the world by storm, so of course that has a lot of impact on both ways, on the dance. But what I would always like to emphasize is that the actual evolving of the dance happens in Angola, because those dancers that are living and breathing Kizomba every day, they come up with new steps and new tricks and new whatever every day. So it doesn't, sometimes the narrative is somehow that in Angola it's stagnant and it's like traditional. Traditional means that it doesn't evolve, like there are no new moves, but there are new moves like every day created in Angola by Angolans. So I don't agree with the narrative that the evolution happens outside of Angola. That's like another path, maybe even another dance. But the evolution of Kizomba happens in Angola, and it is popular recreative dance. How do you say that? Like I don't know what that word is. Like
Recreational.
Yeah, no, like not traditional dance, like something that keeps evolving and keeps changing all the time. So it's not a traditional dance. It changes all the time.
I got it. Probably then, and it was more easy my explanation. But
No, because you're talking about
you are like if
No, but that's what he asked.
someone is in the video.
That's what he asked.
I think Anna is more politic.
No, that's what he asked.
And Carlos is more
Well,
straightforward.
you know what?
Yeah.
The thing is, I asked one question and I got two
Yeah.
answers.
Yeah.
So I'm happy. So both of them were great. So it's
And then also I can say I get
Now you understand
more
better.
idea that what she would say
Mm.
that Kizomba also I can say it's involved with many people now living because there is a people now they
But Carlos,
they can bring their life, they can.
But Carlos, are you talking about involving or evolving? Because I feel like you might be talking about involving, and we're talking about evolving. Involved means like in your life. Evolved means like to grow, to change.
Okay, now you make me confused. She make me confused. Now she make me confused. Okay, Anna, you are not the one make a question. You are the one giving the answer, and he's the one make the question.
Okay, I just think I heard.
You get me confused. By the way, so you get me confused, and then
you know, the thing is, like I said, both answers have been great. So whatever you give me, I'm happy with. So we're happy. We're just spreading Kizomba. So that's the main thing. And it's had an impact on your life and evolved over the years. So that's cool.
Okay.
All right. Anna, question for you then, right? Specific question. Because you came into Kizomba, well, you came into Kizomba obviously later than Carlos, but what surprised you most about Kizomba and the community when you started dancing?
Nothing surprises me anymore.
No? Okay.
No,
okay.
I don't know even like.
Okay, fine.
I
No
can
problem.
help. I can help. I think that you were surprised because you see that how people can be different, like more happy.
Okay, it does make people. Yeah, good. Yeah.
You see.
So I feel. Yeah, I feel it makes people more open and more comfortable with other people, because it's a very close, like you dance close to someone else, like a stranger, a complete stranger. So especially me being from Finland, we like our space, like our personal space. We do not go too near to other people. We do not hug. We do not do the cheek kisses. We shake hands, like we're very independent, and so yeah, it does bring people closer to each other, and it does open us like our personality more, like to be more receptive and to be more understanding of others, I feel like, and just more like social overall.
So that was a surprise, right? Because you weren't expecting that,
Yeah,
basically.
because I mean,
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting those type of things.
Yeah. So Carlos answered your question for you, or got you to answer it that
What
time.
you see? The tables have turned.
That's time. Yeah, it's okay. All right. So you are super busy, both of you. You're always flying around. So, how do you guys stay motivated, to keep, innovating and, keep doing it? Where does your motivation come from?
The people who pay for our class.
Or the trips or whatever we do.
Because everyone who take your money wherever, if it's 10 or 5 or 2 or 3, that we consider this money, because and then if he want to pay us to get our class, and then it's something that motivate.
Well, not just the money, but even just the time that they're using their time to do that.
But let's be honest, it's first thing is so when people pay for having something, like they pay for service, that it's something that also people are happy with the thing that we are doing, and then we want to give them a good service also. And then people who keeping, like, support us to to continue doing that, the thing that we doing, like people like you guys, like making interview with us, and then people who follow us in Instagram and to see our service, and people,
Yeah, overall, like always when we get bookings, we're very grateful, we're very happy about that. All the students that keep coming to our classes over and over again, we are honored, because that means that they really like what we do and that we're doing something right. And also, just I really do also just appreciate the lifestyle, because this is very like free, like we have our freedom, like um you know it's a different type of lifestyle. Of course, it's not always easy, and it's not always just fun and games that you might feel that it is from based on my Instagram, for example. But it is a freedom that I wouldn't have in my previous job. I used to work in a bank, so it's very different from
Very different.
yeah. So I also I love the freedom.
we have people that after the trip,
They say that it was life changing. Yeah,
changed.
this this motivates a lot. Yeah,
it's something that make us as like good feeling, that's motivate.
Yeah,
doing the same way, or the better way.
Yeah, many people after those trips, they actually say that it was a life changing trip. So that really is it's very motivating.
Fantastic. So people, you hear that, life changing. So get yourself onto one of these events at some point. So, all right. So, okay. So what do you guys enjoy about dancing with each other or being together? What is it that you like to, that you're together? So what is it that you enjoy about each other?
I can start. Dancing together. I love Carlos's creativity and musicality. That is something. Sometimes I look at our videos and I'm like, you look so beautiful when you dance. Like it's not always. Sometimes I'm like, okay, like when because actually as a leader, he needs to really feel the music. So for example, if we have a demo, if we're doing a demo, after class demo, and I pick the music, it will not be that good because he might not be feeling it. But if he picks the music and he really like gets into it, like he feels the music, then it's something magical. So it actually does. It's not all the time, Carl. It's all, so it's like when he actually like gets into that feeling, it's just really amazing. But we don't actually dance much together. We only like at parties. We never dance together. but it's also because of the gender balance and everything. So we can't take that time from the paying customers that we would use it, dancing with each other. But yeah, usually we don't dance at parties or, at home unless we're preparing a class. But then when we do prepare a class or when we're doing the demo or something, then sometimes it's really nice.
No, it's beautiful lovely
Yeah.
words from you there, Anna. So Carlos, over to you. What do you enjoy?
Honestly, that I don't know when was it the last time we danced together at some
Like on our free time, yeah.
like
Or parties, yeah.
We going to festival, then we dance together. Of course, we do the class, we prepare the class, Then like it's that something like we have a contract. So we preparing the class, we're going to do the class. Now we don't work together anymore. So then on the party we dance like with different people. I think also that's the good that okay. I respect who everyone who do that as different way. Like I see many people who they dance they like a couple when they go to some like event, they will dance all many times together. And then before they start dance with someone, they need to dance with couple. I understand that people they are free, they do whatever what they want, but also my opinion that it's making help. Like if we got some event that if we don't take like space for someone dance with me, one lady dance with me or one guy dance with the Anna, so that's why we just we go and dancing with the different people. That's why we are there. That for people dance with us.
Okay. No, great. Fantastic. So just want a few more questions around, your goals. So what are your goals for the future, and where do you want to go, next in your evolution in Kizomba together?
I want to be the most rich guy on Kizomba. That's my goal.
I don't think Kizomba makes anyone rich, unfortunately. I would love that too, but it's very hard to get rich with Kizomba.
No, honestly, it's that's what joking, but I want to be rich. But I will say that I can say it's keeping going on the same way and not keep doing that the better way. And then, sorry, what was the question?
So I can say what we want.
What was the question? It was
What is like what are we planning in the like what is our goals in the future? Like what do we want to do?
Yes. See that everyone that keep going dancing Kizomba and the Kizomba grow more on the board as the same way that we see a salsa. That the same way, like example that sometimes when I need to explain for some Finnish people, not we have still some people that they don't know Kizomba, and then but they know that I'm dance teacher. And when they ask me what is Kizomba, what is dance, so I need to explain them that it's couple dance like salsa. If I say like salsa, they straight away they get okay. It's dance like salsa. If I just say Kizomba is a couple dance, sometimes they don't get what the couple dance. If I say straight away it's like salsa, they dance together, all this stuff, they straight away understand. So that's the.
So you want to spread Kizomba so much that it becomes more known.
And then I hope that one day the Kizomba bring it as Angolan more like open tourism in Angola as the way as the way we have I don't know which country I can use here for
Cuba. So salsa.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. No,
salsa trips to Cuba is it's huge.
I don't know. I mean,
and tourism in Cuba it's huge because of salsa.
Yeah, but but I can say some country like us, like like open as tourism, like strongest tourism in Angola, and then the people concentrate like when the people going to Angola, and they don't need to be always with someone as like
so you mean
work.
Okay, so you mean build the country so that the tourism would be open, like
anyone.
So people can go alone because
sometimes I feel so sad as Angolan when someone start talking. I want to go to Angola, but I'm afraid for Of course, I don't feel good because I don't feel good as Angola because I know that how how beautiful country I have, of course. But I want that people go to Angola and then feel like you are at home, like you have everything like safe, all the stuff, and you don't need to care about anything. But I understand also that it's not only about Angola, it's about the world. It now is a little bit different. That you don't know when it's the safe for you, like 100%.
But talking about our work, so we want to continue doing the trips and growing the trips and bettering our work all the time. And of course, we hope to continue keeping a busy schedule, being booked to different festivals in different countries. And for that, we need to always keep evolving and keep learning and keep bettering ourselves as dancers and as teachers. So keep doing what we do, but always a little bit better and a little bit further.
Well, you've got the mindset. We said at the top of the conversation, you've got the mindset for that. So, I wish you both well, and you don't really need it because you guys are doing an amazing job already. Just keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. And yeah, I'm certainly going to be watching the journey. So, what advice would you give to people who want to do what you do? So, people getting into this space of teaching, traveling, there's people listening or watching. What advice would you give to them?
You mean like people who want to become teachers or?
Yeah, or do what you do, pretty much, yeah.
I would say, because there is always a lot of talk about the thing that I said before about when you are ready to start teaching. And I feel like those people who are worried about that, they are the ones who could already start. Because those people who are not worried about that, they will start whenever. And that will bring the distortion. Is it distortion? It becomes distorted. Like the ones that are not really that good will start because they have the courage to start. And then those that are actually hesitating are the ones that actually understand that, hey, I might not know it all, but I know this and this. And they are usually the ones with the correct mindset. But then because they don't start, the one who started and is not as good as they are is the one that people will learn from. So seek knowledge, go to different teachers' classes because there's always something that different people can give to you. So don't be just like one path only. Like try to seek different type of knowledge from different people, and also start. Just start. You just have to start because there is no shame also in saying that, hey, I don't, like someone asks you a question, I don't know the answer to this, but I can ask someone wiser than me, and then I will let you know, because you're not a god. You don't have to know it all. And it's also okay to say that, you know what, actually I've learned something new information. What I taught to you before is not necessarily what is done nowadays or what is the best way of doing it, but I've learned something new. So let's correct that and let's do this. So there's no shame in making mistakes or admitting that you were wrong. That's growth. So I think, of course, to a certain level, like if you started yesterday, then maybe you don't need to think about teaching tomorrow. But when you already have a certain level of knowledge, don't be afraid. Usually the best teacher is the one that is only one step ahead of you because they still remember what it was to be on your level and what you need to get to the next level.
Yeah. Oh, great. Fantastic.
Carlos zoned out.
Great
He was
advice.
not listening to one word. He was like, let her talk.
Carlos, you want to add anything, or should we leave it with that?
No, I just say that people can, like the thing I was saying, like I think 20 minutes ago, that you need to trust yourself.
Mm.
Whatever anything that you do, if you don't trust yourself, Carlos cannot come help you. That pushing, taking your hands every place that you go in and hey, do it, do it, do it. You are the only one need to trust yourself to do whatever. You are the only one need to trust yourself to wake up morning to go and work or to do whatever stuff you do it. And then you are the only one need to trust yourself to make it if you want to be a teacher. That's the only thing I say.
Again, so great advice from you both. So, anybody listening and, wanting to do what you do, you've got some great advice for some people who are great at what they do and they're doing it already. So thank you so much to both of you. It's been great getting to know you as well. You're definitely going to be coming back because there's so much we can talk about, but this is just about getting to know you and getting your names out there and people finding out about you. So thank you. So where can we connect with you? So tell us your socials.
Yes.
Where can people find out
First,
about
I will say the trips to Angola. So in July, we do twice a year. July is a small group trip, and December is a bigger group. So July is called Kudisanga trip. On Instagram, it's Kudisanga_trip. So that's for July. And for December, it's Kudisanga_festival. So these are the trips that we do to Angola. Then we have a joint Instagram account, and also on Facebook it's the same. Kudisanga Festival and Kudisanga Trip to Angola. We have a joint Instagram as well. Carlos_Anna_. I think there's.
Why you see my Instagram?
No, I don't. No, I said our joint one. Is there an underscore after that? Maybe it's Carlos_Anna or Carlos_Anna_. And then mine is I don't remember. And then mine is Anna_Maria Z_. And then Carlos.
Lots of underscores.
Yeah. So my
Fantastic.
Instagram, like I can say, my Instagram is like Carlos_Camba.
With C.
Yeah, everything with C. And then in my Facebook, it's just Carlos Camba. You find everything. Yeah. And something more. Nothing more.
But if you're interested in coming to our trips, they sell out fast. We have last year for December we sold out in May, and this year for July we sold out in October. So we had to open another group. So now other group is already sold out, but we now have another group that we opened. So if you want to join our trips, act fast. Don't think about it too much. Just buy your, or pay your deposit and think about the rest later.
Love it.
Okay,
And
we promise to change your life after the trip. So this is
you heard it here first, people.
This I can say 100% that you will change your life after the trip. Yeah, for good point. Good thing.
Can't argue with that. So beautiful. So thank you again to you both. We always have a closing tradition though before we let our guests go, and that is we want to have play a bit of fun with you and just see how you answer some questions. So we have these cards here. You should be able to see them, well, hopefully. So there's 3 different colors: orange, yellow, and green. So the idea is, because there's 3 of us, you both will pick one. I will read it out, and you tell us the answer. And we'll have one each. So Anna, we'll start with you. What color would you like?
I'll take the yellow one.
Yellow. Okay. So
I'm scared.
All right. So you are dancing in the middle of a packed Kizomba festival or dance floor. All right. See what I did there? All right. But you're dancing in a packed festival or club. It could be either one. It's just packed, all right? The person you're dancing with, they won't stop talking during the dance. They just won't stop talking, all right? So how do you handle it is the question. How do you handle that situation?
I say a little bit in that language that I don't speak, the language that they're speaking. I can, and might say, like, what will save me in any situation is just start speaking Finnish, because nobody will understand the word if I speak in Finnish. So easy. That was too easy.
Too easy
Too
for you?
easy.
Okay, fine. But we got an insight. Okay, all right. Excellent. Carlos, what color?
Green.
Green? Yep, all right. Okay, so,
Too easy.
really? This for you? Anyway, all right. If you could teach Kizomba in one country for the rest of your life, where would it be?
Mm.
You can only teach it in one country for the rest of your life. What country would you choose?
Well, actually, that's not that easy that you were thinking about.
Carlos.
Yeah, I'm not answering. I'm just saying that it's not that easy that you would first think.
I mean, it's easy,
Okay.
but can be a mistake because during this time that we become a teacher and then travel many different countries, we visit many countries that are feeling in love with this country. Like I had some countries that I feel in love with. That I was feeling love with the India, and then with Benin, with Kenya, and US
Australia.
and Australia. So these 5 countries, I was really feeling love. These 5 countries, yeah. So and of these 5 countries,
Just one.
That's hard, right?
I think honestly, I think sorry for everyone. So this I take it Angola out because
Yes,
I cannot
yes.
put it Angola there. So
Yeah.
sorry,
You can't go there.
Angola.
So which one are you choosing?
Ah,
Stressful for Carlos. All right. Uh, all right. You know what? It's cool.
I think I'm gonna take Australia.
I was the
Okay.
same.
Yeah, Australia.
Fantastic.
Australia.
The funny thing is, I was just literally about to choose for you, and I was going to say Australia. So we're in sync. So,
Yeah, Australia because Australia.
sorry.
Yeah, Australia. Sorry, Australia.
Okay.
Already you.
Yeah,
And they have a
yeah.
big Kizomba
No,
community there.
no, they don't. But
No?
or
No.
US, because US is bigger. In US, you could like travel
But
more.
I don't mean only so about the travel. It's like
No, I mean to have more like opportunities.
yeah, it's about the opportunity,
Mm.
about the loving the place, the weather.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
there is many things that involve for me as person. Sorry, I forget to put also on the group 5 Argentina, but yeah, but Australia it's
Okay.
first.
No worries.
But
It's a beautiful country
I
as
always
well.
think that it's coming something more more difficult.
Well, imagine if you had difficulties in choosing this, like it took you 2 minutes.
Yeah, I don't
You
think
can-
I don't think you can say that, Carlos, because you were stressing just now. All right. So
What about you? The red one was for you.
so my one, yeah.
What does it say?
Oh wow. Okay. So if a time machine, so if there was a time machine, took you back to your very first Kizomba class, what advice would you give to yourself? Yeah.
To your very first.
Yeah. So my advice to myself in my very first Kizomba class, because I was terrified, by the way, but it would be just be patient, just relax and smile because it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Okay. But I didn't enjoy my first Kizomba class
Really?
at all. But it's the music that keeps us coming back. So yeah, just relax, just chill, and it's okay. You'll get it at
Actually,
some
I would
point.
have also
So
said, don't cry.
yeah, don't cry, right? So but look at where we are now. We're making a
Yeah.
podcast about Kizomba because we love it so much. So that's
I need
fantastic.
I need to
All
say
right.
I feel in love with the podcast.
So okay. Well, I hope that you've enjoyed yourself on
A
that
lot.
podcast and it wasn't too
No, thank you
stressful
a lot.
apart from the
Thank
last
you.
question there for
Yeah,
Carla.
thank you again for inviting us. It was really fun.
Yeah.
No problem. And like I say, we hope to have you back in the future if you guys are
Yeah.
up for that to
I
talk
will
about
be
some other
asking
things.
all the time. Hey guys, I will send all the time message like for you guys. Hey guys, when do we come back again? Because I want to do it again
Okay.
podcast. You know? Yeah.
Okay. We'll have you back anytime. Have you back anytime. Thank you so much. But actually, we have one more thing to do before you go. Now, this is new, so you're going to be the first people on our podcast doing this. But we have one bonus round, okay? And we're going to play a little game if you're up for that. So the game is called Match. And this is really about how well you know each other. And should you actually be together
Okay.
as a dance couple, right? So this is how it's going to go. All it is, I'm going to ask you some questions and you just need to use your thumb, all right? And you need to point. So you need to
Oh,
either
which one
point
it is?
to,
Okay.
yeah, which one it is. And the way it is that if you both point to, you know,
Other. Mhm.
each other, you get a point. But if you don't point to each other, then you don't get
Okay.
a point.
Oh, you
Yeah,
mean like
so that's
we both think it's Carlos, then we get a point. Yeah.
yeah.
Sure.
So if you
The same
point to the
person.
same
Yeah.
person, you get a point. Yeah.
Did it?
So we have 9 questions, and you need to get 4 for us to consider you a
Only
dance
4.
couple that can keep. Only 4. I'm being nice,
Okay.
right? If you want more, that's fine.
Let's see
I'm
how
being
it.
nice because it's the first
We can put 7. We
first
can
one we're
put
doing.
7.
All
We can
right.
put 7.
Okay. Okay. Come to the
All
frame.
right. Now,
Come to the frame.
so all right. So can I actually
Yeah.
see you properly? That's the thing. Okay. Yeah. I need to make sure I can see you properly. All right. So the first question. All right. Who takes longer? Who takes longer to get ready before a Kizomba
I
festival or
told you
class?
before you say me. I know everything is coming. I know. I say straight
Yeah.
away. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So, okay, you got 1 point. All right. Second question. Who is more likely to forget the choreography mid-performance?
Forget the
The
choreography.
choreography. Yeah.
No.
No need for explanation. Just admit it. Just admit it, Carlos. You're terrible.
No.
Carlos, are you pointing to yourself or are you pointing away?
No. Just make. I need to clarify something here.
You know it's you.
This question. I think if there is something that we need to clarify because she cannot remember everything because I'm the leading, and she don't have anything that to remember.
Okay.
It's me.
Let's remember.
Do you get my point?
Do you remember at
Yeah,
class
I
when
do.
Exactly.
I do.
That's why I say this question is a little bit,
but he
Okay.
said choreography.
yeah, but
Yeah, I did
So
say
it means Carlos,
Yeah.
let's remember the time when you forgot about the step and Sven needed to show it in the middle of the
that's not
class.
what's choreography. That's not what's choreography.
But that's
So,
what choreography
Carlos-
means. So we agree that it's
Carlos,
Carlos.
I get your point. Yeah, I get your point, right? But if it's choreography, then it means that you
We
both
both
rehearsed
know
it. You
it.
both know
Yeah.
the moves. So it's
Yeah.
performance. So, so with that in mind, where are you pointing?
By force, me.
Okay. Okay, so all right, so you got 2 questions
Yeah,
correct,
yeah.
right? All right. Okay, this is fairly easy. All right, so who is more likely to lose their passport while traveling for a festival?
And oh my God. I just left my ID and I lost it. Yep.
All right.
So there
you-
we go.
All right. So 3-3. All right. Okay. Next question. Who is more strict when teaching Kizomba?
More strict. You mean for the students or?
Yes, to the students, yeah. Who's more strict when teaching Kizomba?
I think it's just a little bit hard.
Yeah, because it depends.
I know on the student like more me than Anna. That I don't know who's more straight.
But more strict, yeah. Can we
All right,
skip?
let's
Yeah,
leave that
let's skip
question
because it depends.
because you got three already.
Sometimes it's hidden, sometimes not.
That's fine. Okay. All right. All right. This is an interesting question. All right. So I'm gonna be interested to see where you point because it's personal. But who has the better taste in Kizomba music?
Better taste. I
It's me.
well, if sorry, but I'm gonna take this one and lose the point because I think it's when it comes to demos, like I said, yeah, then I will let Carlos choose because he knows what song fits us and fits our style more.
That is me.
But sometimes I'm not feeling your choice at all.
I don't need to agree with someone like every time, but the
But
important time, the
Okay.
exactly time, like right
All right,
now.
Anna. So you're happy to lose the point, right? You're happy to lose the point.
I
You can
will,
say it.
I will now I will put my ego in and I will lose the point because yeah.
Okay. All right. Who is more likely to eat all the snacks during a festival?
Both.
So you're
At
pointing
both. Yeah.
both of you.
Yeah. Eating the snacks. Yeah.
Okay. Right. All right. Who is more likely to dance through the night without stopping? Yeah. All right. So you officially hit the 4. So you guys are all right. Just 2 more questions. Who is more likely to make the other laugh in the middle of a serious class or performance?
Again, sorry.
Who is more?
So who is more likely to make the other person laugh in the middle of a serious performance?
Yeah.
So who is more
Carlos
likely to
jokes
tell
more, yeah,
jokes?
during the
Okay.
class and
All
everything.
right. Okay. And this is so you guys already passed, all right? So we say that you should be together as a couple, still doing what you're
Sorry,
doing.
before we go
right?
to the last one, I need to say that why sometimes I used to have because
Used to have what?
like to making people a little bit more funny on the class, all this stuff. It's because sometimes that you can see that the people when they are lot so concentrate on the class and the class become more.
So they need to relax.
Them. You know, we need something to bring them like relax, to make them understand that, hey, come on, man, relax. You know, just getting fun.
Hey, actually, because I want to take that 1 point back, so I will say that Carlos's taste is better because all the playlists that we use are made by Carlos, and I love his playlist. So yeah, I will give it to him. He has. Like, there we go.
Well, you still passed anyway, so that's cool. Let's go to the very last question. Now okay, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Who is a better dancer?
Carlos. Carlos.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if I should put that question there, but I just wanted to have a bit of fun with it, so that's all good.
Oh my god!
But okay.
It's funny. I can say that I love it that my first podcast I did in my life.
Hey, so what was the score? It was like 7 from 9.
Yeah, but the point is you got 4 correct.
Yeah, but
so,
if we're
you got
no, we're gonna compete against everyone that comes to the podcast, and we will win. Only
okay. Well, like I said, this was the first one, and you played it very, very well. But the main thing is that you got 4, which was the minimum, so you can stay together. We're letting you stay together.
Thank you.
Yeah, right.
I want to say something that before we finish, for you, direct for you, that I'm so happy that we have people now in Kizomba community that doing this start see the thing like forward that we need that kind of podcast that people can talk a little bit about themselves and then about the work, everything they do it, and that's mean that you follow that everything that we do and some other guys doing, and it's my opinion that's something like so good that you two need support from everyone to like give you energy to continue doing the same work.
Because this is just for the community. You're not getting paid, right? So it's just for the love of it.
Exactly, but I
Yeah, just for the love
I
of
also
Kizomba.
I
Yeah.
like to say also that we know that we sometimes we try to do the best, but we cannot make everyone happy. We are always someone that's come like and try to stop like we need more people who do work like you to making this more bigging, like
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's, I'm not going to say jealous, but I wish that, my country, Ghana, had your dance. I wish I grew up with Kizomba. Right. But I found it later, so that's all good.
you're from Ghana. Oh, nah, nah.
I am indeed.
Oh.
But listen, no, thank you, Carlos, and thank you very much. And, it's just really all about, this dance captivated me back in, 2010 or so, and since then, I haven't really looked back. Even though I hated my first class, I haven't looked back.
But you
And,
continued.
I know so many people, yeah, so many people love Kizomba, right? And, I just want to spread it and get it as big as some of the other dances out there, and
Can I ask,
yeah,
and you
that's
can
great.
cut it out if you want, but why did you stay? Like, what made you stay? Because you said you hated your first class. Why did you stay?
It was literally so two things. One is that you don't like something, but that doesn't mean that you stop. You go back and you try and figure out, okay, did I really not like that, or was I having a bad day, or what happened? So when you come back, you're like, okay, I can dance salsa. I should be able to pick this up. Let's just slow down. It's not like salsa. It's a completely different dance, right? So it's more about trying to figure out why I didn't like it. And then after, if I'm really honest with you, it was just the music.
Yeah,
After that, the music, obviously after the class, they would play Ghetto Zouk, all that kind of stuff. And that's kind of what gets you first. And then you go into Kizomba. Then you start to understand that Kizomba, Ghetto Zouk, they're different. But I think a lot of people start with Ghetto Zouk, don't they? And then that's their introduction into Kizomba, or at least back in the day anyway. But then after that, there's no looking back after the music hits you. Like what you said, Anna.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm a big fan. And I'm a big fan of both of you as well. And keep doing what you're doing and spreading it, going around, the world and whatever. And I'm gonna keep following you. And people watching, please follow Carlos and Anna and support where you can. And I just want to say thank you to you both. And as always, we want to say thank you to everyone who tuned in. Please tell us what you think of the episode. And like I always say, we will see you on the dance floor, hopefully. So take care. Peace.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.